What is going on, everybody? We're here. We're live. I think, was it us on Friday, Jay? And we're back on a Monday. Over the weekend, people were just crying because they didn't have any Ryan and Jay on daily. So we had to give the people what they wanted. We're back for more. How are you doing, Jay?
I'm doing good. Chat, you're going to be pleasantly surprised. I was able to get Ryan out of the house yesterday, and we went to Halloween Horror Nights.
We did
And
a
it
couple
was
houses.
it was pretty cool.
You
Shout
know,
out Universal for hooking us up. That was nice. That was nice of them.
Thanks to Universal. I was just scared to death, Jay. I was jumping and screaming and yelling in those haunted houses.
You didn't even move. I think the only thing that scared you were people wearing Dallas Cowboy shirts. Is what I kept seeing. But
yeah, those are just gluttons for punishment. Going out there with a Dak Prescott jersey. That's the most horrific thing anyone could see after yesterday.
It was fun. It was nice to have I got a vlog. We'll set it up on Park Hopping either today or tomorrow. So I thought I had a good time. It was crowded though, man. Like because today's Columbus Day. It was a holiday weekend. So everybody.
Oh wait, I've been told it's Indigenous Peoples Remembrance Day or some shit like that, right? Is that the approved term now? I mean, I'm still going to call it Columbus Day because
I gotta tell you, I have no idea.
The losers who are trying to change it.
Yeah, I have no idea. Isn't there like some blue states don't celebrate it anymore? Like they just.
Yeah, because it's
no
just
more holiday.
So terrible. So it's been renamed Indigenous Peoples Day in some places, but fuck that. I'm going to celebrate Christopher Columbus because I'm not going to subscribe to Indigenous Peoples Day. I'm going to celebrate good old Chris instead. Jeremy took the day off. Jeremy celebrates Indigenous Peoples Day in private. Right? That's why Jeremy has the day off today.
I don't know if this is a funny story, but I find it. I don't know if it's a funny story. Anyway, so when I was in Haiti, they have a museum there that was closed for the earthquake and all that stuff, and it was a big deal, right? They finally got it repaired, and it's right in Port-au-Prince. It's such a it's a really unique thing because you have to go underground. And like there's this museum, right, of Haiti history. So they finally reopened it, and they invited all these people down, and I went. I got to go, amazingly, right? I'm not even Asian, so I was like, all right, so we'll go. So they had like a ribbon cutting and all that stuff. They did all this stuff. So we go inside, and like you're looking at all this artwork and all their history. We get to this one section, and it was all about Christopher Columbus. It was all about how terrible this man was and how he murdered people and all this. And I'm like looking at all, and they did it in like art, right? They did it like all this stuff. And I'm walking around, and I'm like, I told them, I said, you know what, America, we have a Christopher Columbus Day that we celebrate. The people, the Asians, they were like, are you serious? Is this true? I was like, yeah, it's real. We have a Christopher Columbus Day. They were blown out. They were blown away. I had to like show them. I looked it up on Google on my phone to show them. I was like, hey, look at this. Like, look, we have a Christopher Columbus. We get the day off. People go out and celebrate. Some people barbecue.
Well, yeah, I would just, now that you said that, we should bring it up. The people in Haiti have far more important things to worry about than the crimes of Christopher Columbus from hundreds of fucking years ago, right? They got people barbecuing people on the streets in Haiti, okay?
I was just like, it was kind of, I was like, well, okay. Different place, different time.
Surprised they didn't tie you up and eat you, Jay.
Yeah, probably get a good week's worth out, but
that would be the next logical step, I feel like. But I was really hungry after Horror Nights, and I didn't want to, like, obviously they got some awesome food there, but I didn't want to wait in the line, so I went to Wendy's on the way home because I had been craving something from Wendy's, Jay. The Krabby Patty combo, right? The Krabby Patty meal. And I
had one of those last week.
I could not be more fucking disappointed. You know what? The burger was fine. It was fine.
It's just like a day
normal ass burger. They don't even fucking put it in any different wrapping. It's in the same wrapping that your like Baconator would come in. I was expecting some presentation quality. I was expecting to make me pretend to believe this is actually a fucking Krabby Patty. It's just in a plain ass Wendy's foil wrapper.
Yep.
Tastes like a plain ass Wendy's burger, which are fine. And I was starving, so I ate it in like 5 bites. I wolfed it down. Bro, it was just so disappointing. It is just like a normal burger, fucking lettuce, tomatoes, onions. Onions on there? I think there's onions on there. Pickles. Don't forget the pickles, right? Can't forget the pickles on the Krabby Patty. With essentially what equates to mac sauce on the top.
Yep.
It's good, but fuck, man. I wanted the Krabby Patty experience.
I picked up Krista. We did some things for park hopping last week, and she's like, we got to get the Krabby Patty. The advertisement on whatever social media. We pull up at the Wendy's. They got the big freaking live stream. I'm live stream poster. Sorry, I was like watching
the big advertisement for it.
Poster on the wall.
Now the pineapple frosty.
Frosty.
That was okay, you know.
So we go in and order it. Yeah, we were expecting, like maybe in a pineapple box, something like that. Like maybe a wrapper that has SpongeBob on it. Maybe
I didn't need like a special box, like a fucking Happy Meal or something. But you gotta have a special like wrapper for it.
Yeah,
like that's the bare minimum. You know what it was? Oh, I'll fucking get it. I think I still have it. They just give you like a flyer with a couple stickers or something. I'll be right back.
Well, Brian went to Wendy's, and I went to McDonald's and got the chicken Big Mac. And I gotta tell you, man, I was very surprised with the chicken Big Mac. I enjoyed it. I support my fellow YouTubers and streamers. So Kai Sinat, whatever.
I can't even pronounce his name, but you support him.
I don't know who he is. But yeah, so I wanted to do that. And then, I drink Prime on a regular. And what's the other one that's out now? Lunchies? Yeah, you got to support everybody.
Yeah, no thanks. This is what you get in there. The Krabby Patty collab, and you get a couple stickers. This Krabby Patty would not be SpongeBob approved. I'm just saying. No,
not even.
All right.
Not even. They didn't even try. That's the sad thing. They're just like, yeah, all right, hold on. We could just sell a Dave's Classic, And
it basically is. It's just a normal burger. It does have like the secret sauce, the special sauce, whatever, because there is a secret ingredient in Krabby Patties. That's really what makes them good. And it's essentially just a variation of mac sauce, which it's good. I like that on burgers. Thousand Island dressing type of feel, but I was really disappointed.
I got to tell you, I was not disappointed in the chicken Big Mac. Number one, when you get a regular Big Mac, it's the beef patties have been like pounded down now throughout the years that it's like they're almost paper thin at this point. So I appreciate that the chicken Big Mac has a little more girth to it, So, and then you put that Big Mac sauce on there, and
I mean, we used to do like McGangbangs and stuff, like when we'd go there.
Yeah, you made it anyway. Like you already knew how it worked.
Yeah. So. See, I'm not super interested in the chicken Big Mac. I would be interested in putting chicken patties on the existing Big Mac. That's what I would be interested in. So you get the burger and the chicken. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I don't know if it's limited time or what, but
I'm sure it is. They do all these things for only a small period of time. To help generate fucking excitement. Limited time only. Like the stupid McRib. Nobody, if they left the McRib on the menu year round, nobody would ever fucking order that. The only reason they order is because they know it's only going to be there for a little while.
They think it's like, it's like a celebration. Yeah, that's why I order it. So, but yeah, there's the chicken Big Mac. Not available after midnight for DoorDash, but I didn't DoorDash it. I went to the drive-thru. It just looks bigger, man. It's bigger than the regular Big Mac because those chicken patties are huge.
Hold on, pull that up again. Right. I ain't never seen a pickle at McDonald's that has that much girth on it as the one they showed in that thing.
Oh, these pickles.
Look at those pickles. Are you kidding me?
I don't remember if I had pickles in mine.
False advertising, bro. False advertising.
I gotta wait. Ryan's got to try one, and then we have to discuss because I trust his reviews. When he told me, when all I heard for years, when you have In-N-Out, Jay, it's like an out-of-body experience. When you go to In-N-Out, it's like you've gone to heaven. Jesus Christ himself sat down and made that burger for you. Jay, you're gonna love this. And Ryan's like, it's a good burger, but it ain't all that. So Ryan took me to In-N-Out, and he goes, right? Is it an In-N-Out? You know, is it an out-of-body experience? I was like, no, it's just a good. But the fries are terrible, in my opinion.
Yeah, fries suck. The burger's solid, and the price is good, right? But you can't tell me this is like, oh, the best burger you've ever had. I'll wait in line for 45 minutes. Yeah. California, I love California so much. It's the only place you can get it, bro. Fuck you. In-N-Out is so fucking mid. All these fucking losers that want to think their shit's good.
I'm just saying, like, I'm not. It's fast food. I don't want to wait 40 minutes for a burger. If it's like, if there's an In-N-Out, a Wendy's, a Taco Bell, McDonald's, whatever has the lowest line, that's what I'm driving up to.
Like the best thing about In-N-Out you can possibly talk about is the price, right? Compared to go getting burgers other places. Like Five Guys burgers are expensive as fuck. But you know what? They're a million times better than a burger you get from In-N-Out. Like In-N-Out is like a step above a McDonald's burger or something like that, you know, certainly. But bro, it ain't all that. All you fucking retards on you're high as fuck out there in California thinking that In-N-Out is like the best burger ever made. That's what happens. It's just a bunch of fucking stoners who don't know the difference. They're just hungry as shit. They're hot boxing in the car while they're waiting to get their In-N-Out. That's really what's going on. Sergio Garcia for 2. Hey, what happened? Did Krista Tutu?
Oh, you have to ask her next time you see her.
Lance could be worse. Could be a Padres fan. I think being a Cowboys fan's like the Padres fucking made the playoffs and actually advanced in the playoffs. They did lose to the Dodgers in 5 games, but I don't know. Pretty rough being a Cowboys fan right now. MJ UK, for anyone who cares what Canada does, happy Canadian Thanksgiving. That's right. You guys do your Thanksgiving about a month before we do.
They have a Thanksgiving?
Yeah, they do. Apparently, a bunch of Indians helped them out one time a month before us. I don't know. But yeah, Canadians do have Thanksgiving. I can't tell you the story. I just know that they have one. That's where they're thankful for all the. Yeah, they get really thankful for all the suicide pods that Justin Trudeau installed so they can somehow get out of their godforsaken country, even if it's the last resort. Mike Hill, member for 43 months. How pathetic a big-time movie like Joker 2 got whipped by a low-budget clown in Terrifier 3. We're going to talk about Joker 2 box office because as bad as the opening weekend was, the second weekend is more disastrous for them.
Wow.
GJJ says, hail all. Hail. Joker's disciple, Jay, don't sing the intro no more. Lame, Jay. Hashtag Jay Gay.
Yeah, it's been a while. Not inspired to do it, so...
Chris Curran for 2. My Bucks made sure not to disappoint. New fan Jay.
I wouldn't go that far.
Oh, you're abandoning your Miami Dolphins?
Yeah.
That quickly, huh?
I can't do it. I can't do it anymore. That team is Joe average, and it's been Joe average since like what, the 70s. So I've had enough. I knew Tua was gonna get hurt. Like it was like a matter of time. Like that's all it was. Sorry, I didn't mean to bring it up. It was just a matter of time.
I personally think that all Miami sports should be cursed for forever by bringing LeBron James in to form that super team to get a couple cheap championships. I truly hope Miami, like, that you're just cursed forever because of that. I love my man Jimmy Butler. I would love Jimmy Butler to get a championship, but the problem is the Heat brought this on themselves when they sold their soul. Pat Riley sold his soul to get a fucking championship by bringing bitch ass piece of shit LeBron James to the Miami Heat.
It was a great 4 years. You just had to be there.
Not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, not 5, not 6.
Well,
not
we got
7.
2. That's more than you.
You won 2. That's not more than me. I'm a Bulls fan. What are you fucking talking about?
Oh, okay. Michael Jordan.
Titles, baby. 2 3-peats. And we didn't need to fucking go out and get Charles Barkley or trade for Akeem Olajuwon or anything like that. We built that team. That's right. Ain't got nothing to say. And you guys fucking lost.
Dennis Rodman, Scottie Pippen. I don't want to hear it. You put a super team together for Michael Jordan's last 3 years.
Stop it, dude. Scottie Pippen was
the
drafted.
Super team. That is the biggest ball of crap I have ever heard.
Shut up, dude. Scottie Pippen was drafted.
I don't want to hear it.
Scottie Pippen was drafted by the team just a few years after MJ was drafted by the team. Okay, Dennis Rodman. You want to pretend? Listen, Dennis Rodman is a legend, but if you want to pretend like Dennis Rodman was like the hottest sought-after free agent in history, you're fucking joking. You're absolutely joking.
Perfect for that team. He was the rebounder. It was a super team. They put the three best. They had the three best people in NBA together.
You think that in the 90s, Michael Jordan, Scottie Pippen, and Dennis Rodman were the three best players in the NBA?
For that team?
What the fuck are you talking about?
All right, who else? Who else?
What are you talking about? Fucking
name another
Karl
player.
Malone, Charles Barkley, Akeem Olajuwon. What do you mean?
They were never championship caliber people.
Oh, fuck you, dude. That is the most retarded thing I've ever heard.
Scottie Pippen was better than all of them.
LeBron James simpery for cheering for him while you guys sold your soul to get him.
Pippen
You
was
can
better
lose
than every
to one of the worst
player.
teams to ever make the NBA Finals in that 08, 09 Dallas Mavericks team. The fact you guys lost to them, LeBron James shut down like a bitch is pathetic. You barely won two. Because old Ray Allen, let's not forget to mention that after assembling this team that couldn't get it done, they went out and got Ray fucking Allen on their team so he could bail LeBron out.
Sounds like a little jealousy to me.
How would I be jealous of the Miami Heat when they put together a legendary team and go 2-2?
But they're not the only
NBA
ones that
Finals.
ever. But you're acting like they were the only ones that did that.
They're not the only ones because guess what? That started the ball rolling.
No. Boston was the first.
No, those were trades, not free agents deciding to get together because they couldn't get it done by themselves and going somewhere.
That was
built with a trade. Man. What?
I disagree. It doesn't trade.
Disagree with facts. I got it.
So you're saying a free agent can't sign with any team because you're upset that they decided to play together. A free agent's not allowed to make that decision.
Oh, you absolutely are. I just don't respect you when you leave your hometown team because you bitch ass LeBron can't get it done there. And the only time you decide to go back is after that team has acquired enough talent for you to be successful with them. That's not the way winners do it, Jay. And that's why your team's fucking cursed now. Because you finally got a baller.
We went to the finals twice.
I know, and you couldn't get it done.
We couldn't get it. All right, but still.
Because you sold your soul. There. Sold your soul.
I ain't see the Bulls there. That's all I'm saying.
Well, listen, we had a lot of success in the 90s. We're just chilling out now. We're riding high on that. All right? We're riding high.
But I think y'all had a super team.
We had the best team in basketball history, and it was built from the ground up. Yeah, and, Luke Longley, just one of the greatest of all time, playing center for us there. Absolutely, Jay. Like, come on.
You didn't need
Luke Longley and Bill Winnington. Oh, man.
You didn't need one. Oh, man, come on. The Lakers did the same thing. They put Shaq and Kobe together. So it's like you just can't blame one team like Miami and think that nobody else ever did that.
When was Kobe Bryant drafted? Was he a number 1 overall pick?
You're not going to win this argument with me. You can say whatever you want. This is what these teams do. They need
why they do it. You know why these teams do this now? You know why these free agents get together and all buddy? It's because of LeBron James and what LeBron James did. And that is why the NBA is now this soft bitch ass league where the Golden State Warriors come out and say, well, we thought about drafting Bronny at number 54, but we decided out of respect for LeBron, we would let the Lakers draft him. It's become this pussified bitch ass league because of your Miami Heat and LeBron James. That's why.
Strongly disagree.
Well, there you go. Let's see. Elite Neo for 5. Waking up and started off my Columbus Day off with you guys. And no, none of that Indigenous Peoples Day here. Happy Columbus Day, everyone. Happy Columbus Day, Elite Neo. Andre CR for 5,000. Fun fact. Christopher Columbus, the Giga Chad, reached Costa Rica on his 4th trip to America. I had a good time watching libturds lose their mind like all past years. Does Ryan know the value of turnaround yet? I don't know what the fuck that is.
What does that mean?
Good. Jay doesn't know either, so I don't have to have the meme explained to me. Shutch for 5. Morning, fellas. Jay, why are you no live stream anymore?
I live stream just about every day. I just don't live stream on my main channel. So I'm on the Drunk 3PO basement channel, and that's where I do almost all my live streams now. So
Chris Coran for 2. I share in Ryan's disappointment. Wendy's failed. It sucks, dude. I was so disappointed last night. Golden Nuggets for 5. Jay, these theme parks look wild like actual towns. If you could, would you live in one?
I pretty much do now anyway. So I'm waiting for Dark Universe to open. That's the one I want to live in. I think that just looks freaking cool.
CM Chunk says, I heard Krista crapped her pants. Is that true?
You have to ask her.
If it happened before I got there. I didn't smell anything.
There's a lot of people to smell, too. It was crowded.
Yo, I'm not gonna
lie. A lot
lie.
of sweaty people around.
Bro, theme park people smell really fucking bad. They just do. Like, oh, I'm on vacation. I'm just gonna dress like a fucking schlub and not shower, and no one's gonna care because I'm never gonna be here again.
Ryan did make a fatal error. He thought it was gonna be a lot colder. He wore a hoodie, so he was a little warm. He was.
I was hot because, like, I checked the weather, and I might have been looking for like the overnight thing instead of what it actually was, and it said it was like 66 degrees. So I was like, okay, I wore jeans and like a light, like our super light hoodie.
Yeah, yeah.
And I get there, it's like fucking 80 degrees. I'm like, God damn. I was hot.
We felt bad for him. I was like, he was sweating.
I was, but I'm sweating now. I always sweat.
Oh, okay.
My base level. Yeah, it's a lot of these people at theme parks, they sweat and they smell like shit. So what? I sweat a lot too. What's your fucking excuse? Chris Cran, Chicken Big Mac would give me instant coronary. Pre-Dawn Corpse, Jeremy likes ding-dongs. Ryan, push Jeremy into making the 199 wrestling stream. No, I don't care. You're asking the wrong person to get like excited about some fucking project that you guys want. I'm not the person to come to with your pleas for this.
Oh,
I promise. In that it's trash, Whataburger is better. Whataburger is good. And they also have like a wide variety of shit you can get as well. Guess what? They don't need a secret menu to make people think their food's good.
True. They got good ketchup there too.
The spicy ketchup. Jason Yankovic, just having 2 McChicken is greater than a Chicken Big Mac. Also, the Chicken Big Mac was a very messy sandwich to eat.
It doesn't matter what I eat; it's going to be messy.
User error, Jason.
Yeah.
Ryan, you're the perfect contrast to Jay. You guys are primetime viewing. Too bad. Well, might be primetime for you. You're in the fucking UK, right? So. Ryan's heart is pure. He's a good man. Don't know about that. D's Webbles, Texans 5-1, baby. Bah ha 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 ha, Cowboys fans. Yeah, all the Texans fans that have been around for 2 years are really excited about this start for them. BMCCB, Ryan and Jay, happy Columbus Day to me. Yes, happy Columbus Day.
To you, huh?
Ryan's heart is evil. He's a bad man, says Roblox head Leslie Headland. The truth is probably
Ryan.
Somewhere in between.
Ryan can cuss me out in public, and I still laugh at him. It's like it doesn't bother me. I've been on long road trips with Ryan. I know.
Hold on. Ryan is salty. He got Shaq at Orlando and didn't do squat. Do you think I'm an Orlando fan? Yeah, I'm not from Orlando. I'm from Northwest Indiana.
Go Heat, baby. Hey, you want to know the best thing about living in Orlando and having the Orlando Magic? If you're a basketball fan, you could get cheap tickets to watch your favorite team. So when the Bulls come to town, I'm like, come on, Ryan, let's go. We can go.
The Magic have a solid team that they're growing, though. You know, they do have some upside in the future. They got a lot of young guys, so hopefully they can get it turned around. That'd be fun.
It's like $7, man, to go watch a game there.
Chris Bolts, for those jilted by that crap Joker 2, you owe it to yourself to watch The Penguin. Sophia Falcone's the best villain since Heath Ledger's Joker. Bro, last night was a Sophia-centric episode. That chick is hot, man. That chick is hot. But speaking of Joker 2, we should probably get to actually one of our topics instead of just talking about fast food or whatever. We talked about this last week. In the aftermath of the abysmal opening weekend box office for Joker, you started to see a lot of articles coming out from Warner Brothers trying to say, hey, just so you know, James Gunn wasn't involved with this. Todd Phillips had full reign to do whatever he wanted. He didn't want to hold any test screenings. We let him do whatever he wanted, and this is what he gave us. Please don't blame anyone else here. And, you know, there's a reason that was happening. If this had been another success like Joker and something that, you know, the audience loved, we probably wouldn't be seeing this blame game getting passed around. It'd probably be the studio being like, hey, we're so happy we made such a great decision letting Todd Phillips do his thing. However, the critics and the audience are united in thinking that Joker 2 is a massive fucking disappointment. They even came out and said, yeah, it's kind of disappointed us at the box office. They've had to admit this because there's no hiding that fact. Because as bad as the opening weekend was, Jay, the second weekend is historic. It's breaking records that were set by the Marvels. Joker 2 box office plunges in second weekend. Worst drop ever for a comic book movie. We're talking about an 81% drop from the first weekend to the second weekend. This is what happens when you have such poor word of mouth. And this is what a lot of us talked about. You know, word of mouth, you can see it a little bit in how it performs and on Saturdays and Sundays and things like that. But where you really see it is in that second weekend. All through the week, it didn't look like it was going to perform well. And then on the weekend, it absolutely tanked. And maybe the most embarrassing thing for them is that Terrifier 3, which, by the way, is a very low-budget clown horror movie, with a budget of $2 million, took first place at the box office. $18 million domestic box office debut for Terrifier 3. Just to be clear, it cost 1/100th of what Joker 2 cost to make.
Jeez.
Because its budget was $200 million. This is a nightmare for them. It does not get much worse than this. The follow-up to a movie that a lot of people felt was a very good movie, a standalone movie, and should have remained that way. They wanted to double down. They wanted to hopefully get another billion-dollar box office hit, and it is not going to do that. It's going to lose a lot of money for Warner Brothers, which is already significantly in debt.
That first article that you pulled up, did that say like Warner Brothers is aghast?
Yes.
How Todd Phillips massacred their boy. If that's, I mean, don't they have to watch it first and like sign? I mean, I don't know how that works, but you would think.
One of the things that has come out after this is that Warner Brothers basically gave Todd Phillips free reign to do whatever he wanted after the success of the first one. That a couple people gave notes, but he didn't want anything to do with like James Gunn or whatever. This is not like a James Gunn production. They've distanced themselves from anything that James Gunn is doing with DC right now. They didn't hold any fucking test screenings for it, anything like that. They
just assumed because it was $1 billion. Yeah.
And to be honest, that might have been what Todd Phillips asked for. Todd Phillips was never planning on making another one. Didn't want to make another one. Had no plans for it. They gave him $20 million to do this. That might have been one of his things. Hey, I want full autonomy to do whatever I want. And Warner Brothers might have greenlit that. At the end of the day, it's a Warner Brothers issue. They tried to double down on the success, even though a lot of people felt this probably doesn't need a second entry. And even though the cast and director weren't necessarily on board and you had to pay them an obscene amount of money for them to do it, but you wanted to do it anyway. It is Warner Brothers' fault for
greed, man.
This.
Greed will get you. The other thing that you pulled up was the weekend, right? And like number 2 was the Wild Robot.
Yeah,
that seems to be doing very well, and a lot of people are enjoying that. It says here that it's going to be released on digital tomorrow, October 15th. You think that's a little early? Like, given
So
that it was number 2, but I know it's been out since September, but still, that's a quick turnaround to come out on digital, don't you think? Or
it is. That doesn't mean it's on streaming, right? Which is something that people get confused on. This is like video on demand rental. Hey, for $25, you can rent it for 24,
okay,
whatever. You know what I mean? So but that is what we've seen DreamWorks do with a lot of their releases. Remember Puss in Boots,
yeah,
Last Wish? I think they did something very similar for that. And that movie went on to be very successful. The Wild Robot, another DreamWorks production. They're making these movies at significantly less cost than
yeah.
places like Disney are for their animated shit. All their animated movies are like $200 million budgets.
See,
Whereas a lot of stuff we see come out from DreamWorks, Illumination, whatever, that's like 70, 80, 85 million dollars, you know?
see, that's the thing I always wondered for, like, something like this, something brand new that everybody knows that it'll be released, that you could watch it at home in about a month, that would hurt box office, but apparently it's doing okay.
I don't think that really matters to most people, if I'm being
Okay.
real. I just don't. I don't.
Yeah, no.
If movies are good, people will take their families to go see them. Children's movies typically have a little bit longer legs as well, because it's not always necessarily about, hey, you got to go see it opening weekend. These are families we're talking about. You got to make sure all the kids are ready to go. You got a weekend free, stuff like that. But it's still yet to release. It's kind of a slower rollout in some places as well. There's some places that I believe The Wild Robot has yet to be released in. So I anticipate the international box office to continue to grow and grow and grow with this one. We'll see. Certainly getting good feedback. I want to go see it. I've heard good things about it.
I've heard great things about that and Transformers 1, which I thought they did a terrible job on the marketing, but it's where is that thing? It's
shit, look at this. The updated numbers.
Oh, here we go.
We may have got the updated numbers, and it's not even in third place. It fell down to fourth. Beetlejuice had a little bit higher. It's still got some legs left in it. Beetlejuice. Warner Brothers is kicking Warner Brothers out of the third place at the box office.
Jeez.
This has been a movie, like, it's funny because the fall season, however you want to say it, probably one of the biggest successes we saw was Beetlejuice, and the biggest failure we've seen is Joker 2, both Warner Brothers movies. There you have it. This movie needed to hit probably around 300 million to break even. Certainly has done that.
So still well.
I wonder if that means we'll get a Beetlejuice. I kind of hope not.
But you're right, man. Word of mouth is it'll break you, man. That word of mouth is bad. Like, people will just turn away quickly. So
it's true. It's one of the reasons they don't want fans speaking about these things. It's weird how for this one, I don't know where the narrative is out there. Male lead, male director. Man, why aren't people talking about how sexist it is that people are talking about how this movie is failing? Look at these people. They just want to see these men fail at the box office. It's weird how that works, isn't it?
Very. But it also goes to show you, like, when like Disney or, Lucasfilm, when they have a show, you can always tell, like, their confidence in the show when the embargo is lifted. If they give it like a week or so when the embargo is lifted and, like, they let the critics talk about it, I feel like they have a little more confidence in their show. But like a show like Agatha, they didn't release the embargo to the day the show came out. So pretty funny.
Yep, that's how it works. Jimmy Collins. So it appears Jay doesn't know sports. Why am I not surprised? You guys should go check out on Sports Wars Jay's incredible reaction to the Miami Dolphins beating the New England Patriots in a random regular season game.
Great.
It was great. Ministry of Wrong Thing. Yo, what's with the Sports Wars preview? Nerds. Go check out Sports Wars if you want to see people argue about sports sometimes. I was giving Beardo a really hard time last night about his Giants.
Yeah, it was pretty funny.
Also giving Lee a really hard time about his Eagles.
Yeah.
Andre CRC 5000. Jay, please stick to talk games. Raven Black Sparrow for 2 one-time winners, Seattle Supersonics. Wolf from Heart, Celtics 18 total. Rescue Dave Filoni's dog.
There's some sports fans in the chat.
Ryan's Mexican friend. I thought this was Geeks and Gamers. You also thought I had a Mexican friend, apparently. So, Jay on Sports Wars win. Make it happen.
I doubt anyone cares to see that.
Jay used to be on Sports Wars sometimes.
There's a reason why I'm not on there anymore.
Between LeBron, CCP is the bestest James, and Dennis, Kim Jong is my waifu Rodman. What is with NBA players and a love of genocidal communists? I don't know. We just picked 2 random people out of the thousands of NBA players and assigned that to them, I suppose. The Bulls are the Dallas Cowboys of basketball.
Oof.
That's not true, because the Bulls don't go around pretending each and every year like this is our year, man. Like that is not true at all in any way, shape, or form. Most Chicago fans think that their team's going to be dog shit, whereas Cowboys fans parade around.
That's like Dolphins fans. No matter what, we just think our team's just going to. Hopefully, we get 8 wins.
Yeah, whereas fucking Cowboys fans, they are living off that shit that they had in the 90s, and they somehow think that they are still the biggest and baddest thing in town. And they're not. They're not even the best team in Texas anymore. Crew for 199. Typical Cali Stoner here. In and out, overrated as fuck. Thank you, Crew. There it is. Detroit Lions get more TDs than the Lakers every year. That is a true fact. Bulls equal the Cowboys of the NBA.
Man, that's twice you've been told that.
Well, listen, these are all people that also fucking complain whenever we talk sports because they're fucking losers and they know nothing about sports. All right. Like, if you think that Bulls fans are equivalent to fucking Cowboys fans, or those franchises are viewed in the same way, their fan base used in the same way, you're retarded. So sorry, Lord Botha and Sergio. Hasib Mian for 5. 2017 to 19 Golden State Warriors the biggest frauds than are bigger frauds than LeBron Heat team. No, except when they were fucking healthy, they won. Like that's the difference there. And they didn't need Draymond Green to get ejected or suspended for nothing in order to win the series. CJ for 10. Disney tried to make a super team, got all these great IPs together that were supposed to not get 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, not 5, not 6, etc. blockbusters, and instead they sucked. Sergio Garcia, exactly. Go Cowboys, America's team. There you have it. This is the problem with fucking the Cowboys. Holy shit, Jay's NBA takes are horrendous, says Crew. Listen, he's a Miami Heat fan. He's trying to do anything he can to defend his franchise. I get it. Who's a bigger China shill, LeBron or John Cena? I would say LeBron.
Joe Biden.
I would say LeBron, because LeBron is the one who's out there saying everyone needs to speak up when you see injustice anywhere and everywhere. And then while he's in China and these things come up, he's like, I don't know. I don't know. There's a lot of people that are speaking that are uneducated about it, blah, 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 as he's like driving next to slave camps.
When I was in China, Dwayne Wade was on everything. Dwayne Wade, I mean, he had his shoe brand was from was it Neiling? That was his shoe brand that he had. That he got signed to.
China loves basketball, man. Kobe was huge.
Kobe was massive over there. He was on a lot of posters, but Dwayne Wade was like everywhere. McDonald's posters, soda, like he was on every poster when I was there. And then they changed the Neiling store to the Dwayne Wade store, so that sold those shoes that he wore that weren't even, I don't even know if they were available in America when he signed that deal. So anyway.
Mr. J says Jay should never talk sports again.
Okay.
Golden Nuggets. I passed a cafe full of old people. The smell of poo is overpowering. Disgusting. Too high strung. There's a lot of people to smell. Joe Biden, heavy breathing. Dave Nunn for 199. Jay, Google the turnaround vid. You won't regret it. CD Stein. Jay, I usually think you're right, but with this, you're born fucking igot. Miami was LeBum calling people because they couldn't win otherwise.
We did what we had to do.
Taker for 5. Somebody needs to take the clip of Pooh tripping and just put Joker 2 box office on him, and then WB on Jade. No. Elena Walker, my 2 little brothers used to argue over basketball all the time. I did not have enough coffee for this shit today, boys. Well,
sorry.
Better DoorDash some Starbucks or something. Over on the Rumble side, Switzerland Play IT. Ryan, why you lying? Who really asked for you two? Don't get me wrong, I like both of you, but who asked for you? Tell me. I was just lying. No one asked for us. Vault 95 Survivor for a buck. Happy Columbus Day and the introduction of civilization and enlightenment to the new world. Yeah, all the people bitching about indigenous peoples that you're welcome for your indoor plumbing. You're welcome for your fucking 2-story buildings. You're welcome. We were here to make the world better for you. Thank you to the colonizers out there who made the world a better place. B. Barrett for 2. Home Alone and the first 2 Harry Potter movies still hold up well. So today we remember the man who directed these classics. That would be Chris Columbus, the director.
I almost said John Hughes.
What?
I don't know where that name came.
Nader's bricks for one of Beardo's poop cookies were made by little elves in a tree. What kind of elves would they be?
Who is John Hughes, and why did I think his name when it came to Home Alone?
I don't try to understand you. B. Barrett for 2. Ryan is preaching facts about severely overrated In-N-Out. Have a couple more dollars. Thank you. Pat for a buck. Bulls needed Phil Jackson and Dennis Rodman along with Jordan and Pippen. Lakers couldn't get it done with Kobe and Shaq until Phil came to town.
John Hughes directed Uncle Buck. I guess that's why yeah. All right, there we go. Sorry about
that. I love how like the narrative about Dennis Rodman, because he was a part of this team, is that like he was just one of the greatest players in the NBA. What he has done, and he's been a part of a legacy that's incredible. But when you look at Rodman, one of the most skilled rebounders of the ball that we've ever fucking seen, a great defender. But the idea that everyone is desperate to get Dennis Rodman on their team or something is insane. It just is.
It was a second chance for him for sure.
He was a fantastic role player and he played his role incredibly well. But the idea that that's the same as like getting, remember when Chris Bosh was in Toronto? I mean, that dude was like a fucking 23-12 guy, right? Yeah. Like it's not the same when you compare their addition to the team. And what happened? He got there. LeBron turned him into a spot up 3-point shooter, just like he's done to a lot of big men in his career. Vault 95 Survivor for a buck. Columbus Day exists for the same reason Black History Month exists. To tell Democrats, know that Italians are not bad people. Check out the 1891 New Orleans Massacre to learn more. I'll check it out in my spare
your
time.
reading today.
Switzerland Play IT. Or Switzerland Play It for a buck. Say my name. You forgot? I don't know. Lord of the Reef for a buck. Happy Columbus Day. People only complain about white colonizers because we're the best at it. It's a skill issue. Get good, world. Hail G&G and 199. God bless America. That's right. Lady Aaron D. Ryan, I just sent you the turnaround video. Feel free to check it out when you have alone time. Does that mean I'm supposed to masturbate to it? Lady Aaron D, is that what you're sending me? You're filling my DMs with? Golden Nuggets for 5. Maybe you could help me understand why the turnaround vid got 9 million views. It's a mystery.
What the heck? What is this video?
Ryan, Backyard Burger is top tier and fries too. Backyard Burger.
I don't think I've ever had that.
I don't know. I used to work at a place called Backyard Barbecue. Joker's Disciple. Ryan, stop being a $2 super chat ho. Here's $2. Well, pre-on course for 5. Ryan, Jeremy's favorite college team is the Razorbacks. You need a Razorback hat, Jay. Look it up.
Jay, can you say Ryan is something up? Hail 199. Thank you for the $2.
I don't know what you're fucking talking about, Johnny. Joker 2 is the dream Dale wakes up from in Step Brothers. Stickle Jana for 5. Terrifier 3 not only beat it, was also shown in almost half the amount of theaters. Yeah, only like 2,500 theaters for Terrifier 3. John Papaserio for 5. I'm surprised Warner hasn't opted to do a live-action Iron Giant yet. Mexican.
That would be interesting.
I wouldn't want that.
Yeah, I wouldn't want that either.
Mexican Iron Man for 2. I'm officially Ryan's best and only Mexican friend. That's true. That's true, Mexican Iron Man. How could I forget you? Cable Watson. Jay has got this. Ryan, get the sand out of your pussy, misspelled. Cable Watson, when you decide to not be a fucking bum and actually get a goddamn profile picture instead of your lazy ass, bitch ass fucking gray C, maybe I'll consider anything you have to say. But thank you. Sergio Garcia, fuck you, Ryan. This year is cowboy year. Let's see. WG for 10. What do you call 12 millionaires around a TV watching the NBA Finals? A, the Chicago Bulls. 12 millionaires around a TV watching the finals. The Chicago Bulls. Beetlejuice had a budget of 100 million. Joker had a budget of 200 million. Also, Minnesota Twins up for sale if you have 1.5 billion and don't feel like winning. God, that's a lot of fucking money. Fear the Freak Off.
Whoa.
That's Beardo Diddy. Ryan, like a Cowboys fan for those Bulls living in the past. I'm just telling you about reality. You guys are just fucking losers. Mr. J, 74. Lakers equal the Cowboys of the NBA.
I might could co-sign to that.
Well, the problem is they did win that bullshit Mickey Mouse ring.
Yeah,
so
they lost. They beat Miami.
Yeah, they beat Miami in the bubble. And they also
to be honest,
they won with Kobe in the late 2000s or
Yeah.
early 2010s, whenever that was. Late 2000s, I think. So
maybe
it's not
after
really
Kobe.
as far removed. It's not.
I think most NBA teams just wanted to get out of the bubble. They're like, let's just lose. I don't care.
Obi-Wan Bon Jovi. Dennis Rodman's an alien. Prove me wrong. He might be. Rodman was the first man to wear a dress to the Oscars, says Harry Brownhole. Ryan's Bulls are not like the Cowboys. At least the Cowboys try to improve every year. Yeah, by signing Dak Prescott to like an insane contract. Congratulations, Cowboys fans. Worst thing, I was also a Bulls fan. That's all you have to say, Sergio, is that you were a Bulls fan. So you're a Cowboys fan and you were a Bulls fan, which means you just hopped on every bandwagon you could when you grew up in the fucking 90s. And when that team isn't good anymore, you abandon them because that's bitch made. That's what bandwagon bitches do, Sergio.
I'm going to bring up the super chats just real quick and the sports talk because Brian needs to know this. This is his favorite actor, Simu Liu. He's calling out a tea company for cultural appropriation, but he doesn't want anyone to bully that tea company. Aren't you glad your favorite actor is doing his part in
What's he upset about?
I don't know. I didn't read it. I just like the title. So it's Boba. Here's a video.
Can you read a little bit of it?
Simu Liu is standing firm in his decision to call out one business for cultural appropriation after facing off against the owner on a Shark Tank Esquire show.
Shark Tank-esque.
The actor, who is Chinese-Canadian, appeared on a recent episode of CBC's Dragon Den, where business pitched their ventures to potential investors. So I guess this is the clip. Oh, did I mess it up?
Big reward.
We just launched at Costco this year.
Holy smokes.
So you're building a brand, and this is, I'll see if I can articulate this, but the name Boba, the industry is Boba, is
Yes.
it not? Is that a good thing being called Boba or a bad thing?
Well,
Yeah.
they added a B.
So right now we're rebranding, we're working with lawyer and everything, but at the end of the day, maybe we're gonna need to add a little word after the boba.
Clearly, you're doing very well. What respect is being paid to this very Asian drink that is blown
What a
up?
fucking loser. What a
And
fucking
is it in your
bitch.
teas? Is it in your
What a
product development?
cock-sucking
Who
piece
is on
of
your
shit.
staff? Who's on your
Fuck
cap
him.
table that is allowing that for
It's
you?
a good question because
respect are you paying for this? Fuck you. God, the guy's such a tool. He really is such a fucking loser. This very Asian drink.
Do you have boba?
Chinese Canadian. That's like being a double loser, to be honest with you. WG for $50. Here's 50 for that Bulls joke not landing. What do I know anyway, right? Freaking hockey player. Thank you, WG. I appreciate it. Thank you. Mo Zamboni for I've got to see the 97 Bulls in person at the United Center. People were cheering LeBron or Jordan shots in warm-ups. 6 years ago, I saw LeBron manage his load. Bum. The first Bulls game I remember going to may have been that 97 season. I got to see them beat the fuck out of the Minnesota Timberwolves with Kevin Garnett. Yeah. And I actually remember I got really upset because I took this picture. I had fucking a disposable camera and I really desperately wanted to get a picture of Jordan dunking. And I snapped it like just at the right moment. But when it came out, it was a little bit blurry because it was a dog shit disposable camera. And my grandma, I was like upset about it. The game was fun. And my grandma found the newspaper from the Chicago Tribune the next day. And it was the picture it was the dunk that I'd taken a picture of, but it was like a great shot of it. And she like cut it out.
Oh, so it's the same one. Okay.
Yeah. So it was very cool. I'll always remember that. I still have the ticket somewhere.
So wait a minute, real quick. There's more to the story.
Oh God.
I'll only take a second. Just so we have full clarification. So Simu Liu has come out and said, hey, even though I called out appropriate, whatever he did, please don't go after the company. They're learning. The company, Boba Official, has come out on Instagram to say, we're sorry that we caused harm to the beloved drink. Basically, I'm just paraphrasing here. Simu Liu raised very valid points regarding cultural appropriation. Then they said, we understand the backlash. We're going to do better, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, just wanted to get the whole tale out there.
You know what they should have done? They should have doubled down and said, go fuck yourself, Simu Liu, you woke piece of trash. We're going to continue this name. We have no respect for you or your culture or your heritage. Bye, Boba. I would have supported them if they'd done that.
Maybe they would have been a sponsor.
Yeah, hey, Boba, come on. I don't even know what fucking, I don't really care about Boba. I don't care about it at all. But if you're pissing off Simu Liu, yeah, I'll buy some of your shit. Come sponsor me. Fubi, Beardo equals the Cowboys of Geeks and Gamers. Jay, you thought of John Hughes when Home Alone was mentioned because he wrote a Home Alone screenplay based on his own experience.
Oh, okay. I knew there was something.
Coach sipping Jamba Juice out of a straw. Sergio Garcia, I only abandoned the Bulls. Go Cowboys.
Yeah, he's really going in.
I'd say the Knicks are the Cowboys of the NBA, but the Knicks are less successful. That's like a thing all to itself. Because the Knicks haven't won in, a long fucking time. A long time.
Patrick Ewing ain't coming out that door.
Chinese Beardo for 2. Simu Liu, my favorite actor. Yesterday, SpaceX launched a rocket and caught it back. No more rocket crashes. We're one step closer to colonizing other planets. Happy Columbus Day.
That's pretty good.
Nagardnall for 5. Okay, you definitely need to pull up the turnaround video. You don't even need to play it. You're welcome. I'll look at it after the stream. Lady Aaron D said I need alone time, so now I don't trust it. Elite Neo, Booba greater than Boba. First MJ game for me was returned from broken foot. I'm old. Wait, you're talking about when he came back in his second season after he broke that fucking foot and went on to then, put up that crazy performance in the Celtics in that first series loss? That's fucking, you are fucking old, Mo. Holy
We've all
shit.
seen the turnaround video. You've seen it, Ryan. I know what it is now.
What is it?
They just hired this model with large boobies to talk about something I have no idea. And it's gotten like gazillions of views. And the comment section are just like, I don't know what she's talking about. But she wears like this super tight shirt. It's like 11 years old.
Oh,
she's talking about car parts or something. I don't know.
Pull it up. I think I've seen it now that you just
Yeah. That's that.
Pull it up.
Oh, you want me to pull it up?
Yeah. Just so I can make sure it's the one I'm thinking of.
Here we go.
Outages or turnarounds.
Yes, I've seen that. I've seen this one. Yes.
Turnarounds are scheduled events where an
There you go. There you go.
Where
chat.
is she now?
Yeah, where is she now? And who's the guy that put her in that outfit for this video? You know?
Hey, she knows what she's selling, and it has nothing to do with turnaround. But Jay, you DM'd me this yesterday because we saw this article while we were at Universal last night. It just don't stop, does it? It's never going to stop because a lot of people in the mainstream media who they don't actually care about the quality of entertainment. All they care about is pushing some sort of agenda. They're very upset that so many of these shows are failing lately, including things like The Acolyte. And following the article that came out by Adam B. Very at Variety, revealing how some studios are handling toxic fans and backlash, Collider decided that they needed to weigh in too. Studios are finally starting to fight toxic fandom, but it's not enough. It's just so pathetic, and they continue to share the same things over and over again. Some of the same lies that are told perpetually about harassment in the Star Wars fandom, despite the fact that Ahmad Best went on record before returning to Lucasfilm, before they brought him back, despite him admitting that, yeah, it was members of the media that drove me to almost kill myself because of this. Not fans, the media. Yet they'll still continue to invoke his name, invoke Jake Lloyd's name, despite the fact that his family's come out there and said that has nothing to do with anything Jake Lloyd's ever been through. It's the same bullshit over and over again. They have to convince you that just 99% of the people out there that are complaining about these shows, they're just racists out there. They even say shit like this. While the claims of bad writing make it difficult to discuss or criticize a show in actual good faith, I wanted to go to this because they basically say it's being used as a dog whistle. Where the fuck is it? It's so funny. Here we go. Let's see if I can find this. God damn it. Talk about it, Jay. I'll find it.
Talk about the article.
Talk about the article.
No, it's the same thing. It's like they I don't know what they want the studios to do. Like, I'm not sure what their goal is in mind here. Basically, they want any type of criticism to be erased off the internet. These people should be banned. This should happen. All this stuff that's what they wanted. That's what they want. They don't want to see it. They don't want anyone to, I guess, participate in their criticism of a show. They don't want that stuff at all. And so they've lumped up criticism into the you're a racist, you're a phobic, you're a this, you're a that. You're filled with bigotry. It's the same, like you said, it's the same talking point over and over. That's why when I said it to Ryan, I just laughed. I was like, of course, Collider's going to jump on the bandwagon and write something, because they're like, oh, Variety did it. We got to do it too. So toxic fandom.
Bro, this is so fucking funny. Similarly, the use of coded language about bad writing or inconsistent canon about these shows can make it difficult to offer genuine criticism. Collider is claiming that racists are out there, and instead of saying, I hate this person or I hate this person, they're saying this show has bad writing. So it can be difficult to offer genuine criticism, where if I say it's bad writing, I get called racist. You know why that you think that's your perception? Is because that is the reality that you have turned this into.
Yes.
When people talk about these shows and they say, wow, The Acolyte is one of the most poorly written pieces of shit that I've ever seen. When you look at Rings of Power and say the same thing, you get called a racist. You get called a sexist. You get labeled everything by the members of the mainstream media.
Yes.
It's weird that when we have similar criticisms about some of the things that have happened, I don't know, say with Joker 2, but even let's keep it in Star Wars. The Reva stuff for the Kenobi series, that was like the 5th, 6th, 7th most important thing on most people's lists. People thought that the character was treated terribly. They hated the writing of the series. They thought it destroyed the character. Same thing, arguments about Luke Skywalker, whatever. It was not racist or sexist when people were complaining about the way that those characters were treated or the way those shows were written. Yet suddenly, as soon as you involve a female of color or whatever, then it gets turned into that by these fucking losers, by the bitch-made pieces of shit at places like Collider or all of these industry media establishment type of websites.
Yeah.
It's so fucking ridiculous.
Because that's all they got left. They don't know what else to say. They're
Coded language like bad writing. That's where we have gotten to now. If you use the words bad writing, you're using coded language as a dog whistle about racism. What the fuck?
It speaks for itself on how stupid this is. That's it. All right. So what would be the next criticism? I don't like their outfit. You know, you're being homophobic, Jay. You know, if you don't like their haircut, you're the problem. I mean, how low can they possibly go with this? I think that's pretty low. Bad writing.
And like one of the things in this as well, similar to the Variety article, they're like, some studios that decided to speak out and defend their cast and crew, like Lord of the Rings of Power. They didn't get nearly as much backlash for season 2 as they got for season 1. So that means that when studios speak out about these toxic fandoms, they're doing them a service. Maybe, just maybe, the reason there wasn't as many people talking about Rings of Power season 2 as Rings of Power season 1 is because not as many people are fucking watching it.
Yeah,
because they lost half their audience. Man, it seems like the backlash for this season has been cut in half. Yeah, because you lost half your fucking audience. You dumb cocksuckers. Like, what are we talking about? It's so stupid. And I'm glad that the media is, continuing to double and triple down on a problem that they have created. They are the ones who decided to label anyone who didn't like their particular project that they wanted to succeed. You labeled them a racist, a bigot, a homophobe, a sexist, whatever it may be, because they didn't like a piece of shit that was handed to them.
And this all, go ahead. Sorry.
No, you're good.
No, this all goes back to Ryan's first point about the Joker, is that word of mouth will kill movies and shows and everything else. And so if they can just stop word of mouth criticism, then maybe their precious little Acolyte weird show would be more successful. But they've already killed the, like, as far as Star Wars goes, that brand is already dead.
Disney Star Wars is the Cowboys of sci-fi. Yeah. Pre-dawn corpse for 20. Jeremy's out today after suffering from a perforated colon due to hitting a pothole with his seatless unicycle last night. I still got off. Trump 2024. Roll Tide, he exclaimed before being placed into the ambulance. Simu Liu, my favorite chai tea actor. Sideways stand. Linko Kenobi. What's up, guys? You heard about The Apprentice? It totally flopped, and it's hilarious. Love the Penguin show so far. See you in San Antonio. Hail 199. I think that I've actually heard it's a really interesting movie, and it's not as anti-Trump as a lot of people are making it out to be. But it's tough because I think you have people that love Trump that don't want to see it because they think it's a massive hit piece and it's going to tell a bunch of lies. You have people that hate Trump that don't want to go watch a movie about somebody they fucking hate.
Yeah. And
you have a lot of other people that are maybe stuck in the middle and don't want to watch something they view as like a very inherently political thing.
Yes.
So I think that might be one of the reasons it's doing so poorly as well. I've heard from people that saw it that said that it's an interesting movie. Sebastian Stan gives a really good performance, and it's not some massive Trump hit piece like it's been made out to be. But I don't know. I'm sure I'll see it at some point. And I will see you in San Antonio, Linko Kenobi. That's coming up soon.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna be there in like a week, huh?
Yeah.
Jay, what do you got going on, man? We're all done.
Whew. Not too much today. Just gonna do some park hopping videos, and then I think Geeks and Gamers is gaming tonight at 10:30. So I'll see you guys over there.
Over on Rumble, Switzerland, play it for $1. You're goddamn right, not IT. Thanks. Eric John Pizza, another incredible Penguin episode last night. Did either you watch? Sophia is one of the best female comic book characters in recent memory. I did watch it this morning. I would say I was at Universal last night, so I didn't catch it when it came out last night, but I watched it when I woke up today. And yeah, it was a very Sophia like telling how she got into Arkham and what happened while she was in there. And now she's full on psycho mode. And she also like she looks really good in the episode too. So go check it out. Yeah, and as for me, I'll just be putting out videos. Not much else to really talk about. But all right, guys, I don't know who it'll be tomorrow. Probably not Jay and me, but maybe Jay and me. Who knows? Taker for 5. Imagine being the Tampa Bay Rays. Your stadium gets destroyed, and people are like, "Well, it's just the Rays. It's really worth repairing." Honestly, like that stadium's a piece of shit and has been a piece of shit for forever. So maybe the best thing that could have happened to the Rays was for it to get destroyed, and they're like forced to actually get a new one. We'll see. All right, guys.
That's it.
That's it. We're going to, Cassie says, Ryan going to be at San Antonio. I will be in San Antonio for the meetup. I will be. I'll be there. So I will talk to all of you guys probably tomorrow. Bye, everybody.
Bye.